Alright, today y'all we're going to look at the Stanley 99E. It's a wonderful addition to any tool bag, artist bag, craft bag that you can get going. They make a bunch of different blades to go inside these things. Today we're just going to be dealing with the standard razor blade exchange. So in changing the blade, we need to remove this screw, and you do that by taking it and doing a counterclockwise motion. I'm using a slotted screwdriver. You can use either or with this. So you can use a flat or Phillips head, or slotted or Phillips head. So to take this thing apart, this utility knife, you're going to hold it at the tip and slide it away from the cutting area. All right. I like to put the screw back with 1/2 of the utility knife so I don't lose it. So this is the blade holder. We've got a nice new blade in here, but I'm going to show you how to exchange that blade, lifting on the sharp side and moving it away from the top of the blade. Okay, now examining the blade, you have 2 slots. We want to connect to the back of the slot. Corresponds with this nubbin right there. There's also a gap right in there that the back of the blade will slide up against. So this is the thumb lever that you push down, and you're able to push it and then slide the blade out and slide it back in. There's a little T that corresponds to these slots, so you can have the blade at different lengths coming out. So if you only need a very little, then you only move it to that first slot. If you need all of the blade, you move it to the last slot. Alright, so let's put our blade back in here. Exaggerating here, but sliding it into the top or the back of the blade, the slot in the back corresponds to our little nubbin, and we slide underneath that gap right in there. Okay, putting it at the very back, so a T-slot slide in there. One thing to note is that usually any utility style knife is going to have a place to put your new blades and also your old blades. All right, I keep an old blade in mine at all times in case I have to cut something nasty, or I have to cut on a questionable surface like concrete. That way I won't ruin my new blade, my nice sharp blade. I will be able to go ahead and exasperate the rest of this blade. But safe storage spot for your new and your old blades. Alright, so putting this back together, it's easier with the screw out. I'm going to hold the front of the blade, lowering this down on there and sliding forward. Make sure all of our holes line up, which that one goes all the way through, and that one. Same thing. Dropping the screw in place. A little trick to this is moving it counterclockwise. It will help the threads line up, and then you can move it clockwise. All right. There we go. And I'll get my slotted screwdriver and tighten it down. You don't want to over tighten it, but you want to make sure it's tight enough so that screw doesn't fall out. Alright, and I'm going to put a little bit, and there we have it. Now to move the blade out, you push this lever down and slide it toward the front of the knife. So I'll just push it with my index finger and slide it. There it pops out. It's locked in that notch that's inside there. Push this down again and slide it all the way back, and it's locked again. So that blade won't come out accidentally in case you're carrying it in your pocket, or that would be tremendously exciting. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to open it up one more time so you can see it and close it. All right, this is the Stanley 99E. Funny thing is, you will find a bunch of these in your shop from time to time. I just keep on finding them, different styles of them all over the place. Enjoy.